Hello everyone, my name is Himdad, an English teacher from Lezan private school. Hope you all good and get benefit from this lesson. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about reported commands and reported requests. We have covered report statement in the previous lessons before coronavirus. But for today, I've prepared another lesson which is similar to the previous lesson for you. It is reported commands and requests. These two, reported command and request, are somehow different. But let me explain reported statement for you. Let's go back to the previous lesson. Here is the rule for the reported statement. The rule is subject that it could be she or he. And said that, told that. I put this that between two brackets, which is optional. We can use it or erase it from the sentence. It's up to you. And then the sentence with changes. The sentence with changes. I told you if the sentence is present, we have to change it into past. We have to change I into what? He or she. And then we have to change we into what? For example, let us do these two sentences. I told you, my father's name is Alan. It's, for example, it is not true. But this is just for example. If I'll ask you to change this sentence into reported statement, what shall you do? Be careful. According to the sentence, we have to write down this part of the rule with or without that. The subject could be she or he. But me, I am, it's he. I'm not she. But you can't write down. If in the exam I will ask you the same sentence, you don't know who is he. Whose father is that? So you can write down she or he. It's just for revision. This is our new lesson. For example, he said that. He said that. Then what? The sentence with changes. You know that we have to make some changes in the sentence. He said that he becomes his. Father's name. His father's name. And I told you that we have to change the sentence from present into past. We have is. What is the past of is? It's was. Why? It's singular. My father's name, I have only one father. That's why I've used is. Is we use with a singular subject in present, but it is a helping verb. But which helping verb we use for singular subject in the past? It should be what? Was. Yes, was Alan. Or anyone else. This name is not important. What is important is that we have to change my father's name, my into what? His. His. Why did we do that? We use reported speech to tell about an action that happened in the past, to retell it to someone else. That's why we say, he said that. In the past, I told you that my father's name is Alan. And now you are telling someone else what I said in the past. Okay? Here is another example. We must call the police. I told you that what shall we do with must, with have to, with has to. First of all, we have to go back to the rule. You have to hold the rule in your mind. Whenever you see such a sentence with request to change it into reported statement, we have to do what? You have to write down the first part of the rule. He or she said that or told that. We must call the police. We are allowed in the class, but only one student say we must call the police. So it can be she or he, the student. Let us say she said that. She said that. What else? We have to change we into they. They is what? They is subject pronoun. And I told you that we have to change have to, has to, and must into had to. The past of must is had to, according to the rules that I wrote to you before. They must, we change it, they had to. Call the police. And that's all about reported statement. What about reported command or reported request? What is the differences between these two? Let us explain it for you. First, reported statement, it's a positive sentence mostly with a subject. Subject. Reported statement is starting with subject. Yeah, here is the subject, my father's name. This is subject. We must call the police. This is subject. We is subject. But what about reported command or request? How can we recognize the sentence which is reported command or request? Reported command, we can't say reported order. It's an order, which means starting with a verb. Any verb. Helping verb or main verb. Yes. Here is the rule. How do we recognize a sentence which is reported command or request? The sentence is mostly starting with mostly, which means many times. with main verb or helping verb. Helping verb. Do you have any question? Of course, no. What is main verb and what is helping verb? Yes. I told you before which the main verb is what? Take, make, bake, so on. There are a lot. But helping verb is what? Is, are, was, were, have, has, had. These are helping verbs. But the sentence, when we say mostly, it means not permanent. It can start with another verb. For example, modal verbs. Could, would, should. These verbs can come at the beginning of the sentence, which indicates that the sentence is reported command or request. Okay? So how do we recognize this type of sentences? Mostly starting with main verb and helping verb. What are main verbs? For example, buy, stop. But what are helping verbs? Do and would. Would is modal verb. Yes, would. I told you that we have to make some changes in reported statements. For reported command and request, it's the same. We have to do some changes. Here is the rule. If there is the word what? Please. Or okay. We must. When we say we must, which means there is no way. Must is different from have to. Must means there is no way. We have to do it. We must remove them. Please, okay. If one of these two words comes in a sentence, we have to erase them. This is one. The rule number one. What is the rule number two? It's here. If the sentence starts, the sentence is only one. It is singular. That's why start takes S. If the sentence starts with what? Don't. What shall we do? Don't move. Don't comes at the beginning of the sentence. With don't, we must again erase do. We must erase or remove do. Remove do. And place not. where before 2 plus base. 2 plus base. Right now, you may ask me, where is 2 plus base? It's here according to the rule. I will come to the rule and explain it more for you. If the sentence, for example, that one, don't say anything, is starting with what? Don't. So we have to do what? We have to erase do and place not before 2 plus base. Here is the place for not for negative. We have to place not here. Yeah, this is the rule for reported statement, but this is the rule for reported command and reported request. Subject, it's the same. It could be she or he. It could be she or he. Yes. She and he. Up to you. But sometimes we have to choose one of them. Not up to us. Yes. She or he told or asked. Here is a difference. If there is, if the sentence is request, could you take me a glass of water? Could you? It's a request. We have to use what? Asked. He asked me to take a glass of water. We have to use asked because it's a request. Please don't take risks. Please don't take risks. It's a request. There is not the question mark at the end of the sentence, but according to this word, please, it's polite. It's polite. So it's request. We can do it. When I say, could you take me a glass of water? There is two ways. You can't take a glass of water to me, or you can say, no, I can't. I'm tired. I cannot do that for you. So what shall we do? Yes. We said if it's request, could you look for them? There is a question mark. It's polite. Could you? So it's request. Please don't take risks. It's a request. Please don't take risks. It's polite. But keep still. Be quiet. It is impolite. Impolite. So it's what? It's a command. Order. Order. Yes. For example, I will tell Sheikh al-Ashira, be quiet. It's a command. You have to be quiet. If not, I'll send you out. Okay? Stop the car. Stop the car. There is main verb. Main verb at the beginning of the sentence. May you drive your car very fast. And the traffic police tell you to stop the car. It's an order, a command. You have to do it. If not, what shall we do? You'll send to prison. That's okay. Don't say anything. It is an order. We cannot say these words are impolite, but these are order. Order. But requests are always asked in a polite way. That's why we use the word ask. Told is what? For what? For command. For command. And asked for what? For requests. Request. Yes. Request means what? Means to ask for something politely. if you will see this sentence in the exam, what shall you do? You have to write down the rule on a piece of paper, then write down the subject. He or she. Or we can use a proper name here. For example, Dave or Jack or anyone else. And we can use the or subject pronouns. He asked, we said it's what? Request. How do you know? Here is a modal verb and a question mark at the end of the sentence. So this is request. So we use asked. He asked. It's according to the rule. Then object. Yes. Could you look for them? It's me who is asking someone else. But who is someone else? Who is the object of this sentence? It could be the police. It could be me. It could be the old lady, the old man. He asked it, the old man. We can put any object that we want. There are a lot of objects that we can use. For example, there is a man missing, and someone goes to the police station and asks them, could you look for them? He is asking the police. So when I hear the news and I will tell someone else that he asked the police. He asked the police plus what? 2. And then we have to erase what? Could and you. We have to erase could and you. We can say we change you into an object. And then what? Verb. We will write down the sentence from the base to look for them. He asked the old man or the police or me to look for them. To look for them. Sentence number 2. The second example. Please don't take risks. It is somehow difficult because there are more than one change that we have to do. Yes. According to the rules that I wrote to you, if there is the word what? Okay or please, we have to erase them. But mostly there is only one, not both of them in one sentence, mostly. Please, first, what shall we do? We have the rule. We have to write down the subject and one of these according to the sentence, if it's a request or order, he is what? Please, it's in a polite way. You are asking someone not to take risks, not to take risks. Please don't take risks. Maybe it's me who's asking you not to take risks. Maybe it's me who's asking a driver not to take risks. He asked. We said it's a request, not a command. He asked. He asked to who? We don't know. But we can put an object. It can be object pronoun, or we can use a proper name. Proper name. He asked the driver. He asked the driver to what? According to the rule, we have to use to after what? The object. The object. To. But stop here. What shall we do before that? We have not. Don't. Don't is there in the sentence. So what shall we do? If the sentence starts or includes. Starts or includes the don't, or with don't, starts with don't or includes don't, we must remove do. We must remove do. Here is don't, we must remove do. But what shall we do with not and place? Place means what? Means put. Okay? Put. Place means put. Where? Before to base. He asked the driver not. Not should be between object and to. Not to take risks. Then full stop. Then we have another sentence. It's what? Keep still. Keep still. It's what? It's an order. Keep still. Keep still. It's an order. So what shall we do? We have to use told. He told me to keep still. He told me to keep still. According to the rules, there is not the word please, and the sentence is not starting with a don't, so it's an order, it's a main verb. He told me. He told me. This is according to the sentence. He is an order, we have to use told. An object, we can use a proper name or an object pronoun. He told Dave, for example, or he told me, it's the same. He told Dave to what? To then the verb. If there is the sentence is starting with a main verb, mostly there is no need to make changes. He told Dave to keep still. He told Dave to keep still. And then we have another sentence, which is, here is another sentence. It's be quiet. For example, we are in the class. I will tell, for example, Sham, be quiet. and Sham is going home and tell his father, Father, he is what? It's me, the teacher. The teacher told who? Me. It's Sham who tells his father, Father, he told me. He is who? He is me. I'm in the class and tells Sham to be quiet. He told, it's somehow impolite, but it's an order. He told who? Sham. Sham. To be quiet. To be is the base. Quiet. And there is another sentence, stop the car. We can say the traffic police told him to stop the car. We can use the proper name. The traffic police, Dave, Himdad, or someone else. He told the driver or anyone else, the driver or Dave or Jack or me or you, but you have to write down your name. For example, Fatima. He told Fatima to stop the car, but here we wrote the driver. To do what? To stop the car. If the sentence starts with a main verb, there is not lots of obstacles for us to stop the car. Stop the car. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Anything else. Here is the rule. It's related to this rule. If the sentence starts with don't, what shall we do? We must remove do. Remove do and place or put not before. Before to plus base. To plus base. First of all, not comes, it's a plural without s. We come to write down the first part of the rule. If it's a request, we have to write down ask. If it's a command or order, they have the same meaning. It's don't. Don't is what? It's a command. Don't say anything. Command. Stop saying anything. So what shall we do? He or she, yes, let's say she told Sham. She told Sham to do what? We said we have to erase or remove do. Okay, we did it. We removed do from the sentence. And then doing what? Put not before to or between object and to. Not to say anything. Anything. And that's all about today's lesson. Hope you enjoy the lesson and get benefit from it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.